Welcome students for this practical on the lathe machine. So in this practical we are going to have the introduction of the lathe machine first, and then simple operations we will perform on the lathe machine. Now before we'll see the introduction of the lathe machine. On the left side of the lathe machine we have the headstock. On the right side we have the tailstock. In between the headstock and tailstock, this is the carriage. This part is carriage, and all these are supported on the bed. So this is the bed of the lathe machine. Now what is the function of headstock? Headstock will have the drive mechanism for the spindle. So this chuck is mounted on the spindle, and workpiece is held with the help of the chuck. Now this is the 3-jaw chuck, and we are going to hold the symmetric workpiece with the 3-jaw chuck. We can mount the 4-jaw chuck also for holding the asymmetric workpiece. Now tailstock is used for supporting the workpiece from another side. When the length of workpiece is large, we can support the workpiece with the help of tailstock. Also, we can perform some operation like drilling, reaming. So these operations can be performed by replacing this dead center with the drilling tool or the reaming tool. So that is the function of the tailstock. Now carriage is moving on the bed. You can see carriage is moving in two directions. The one direction is parallel to the axis of lathe machine, and another direction. So you can see we have the two hand wheels. So with the help of this hand wheel, you can see the carriage is moving parallel to the axis of lathe machine. Okay, and it is moving on these guideways, outer guideways. So we have the two guideways, outer guideways and inner guideways. On the inner guideways, your tailstock is moving forward and backward as per to adjust the length of the workpiece. On the outer guideways, your carriage is moving. So parallel to the axis of motion, lathe machine, your carriage is moving with the help of this hand wheel, and with this hand wheel we can move the carriage perpendicular to the axis of lathe machine. We can see. So it is called cross motion. Okay. Now let's see the different controls for the lathe machine. With this control we can adjust the RPM of the lathe machine. We can set the RPM as per this control. So we can have the RPM ranging from minimum 45 to the maximum 2000 RPM we can have, and we can select the RPM as per the requirement. So this RPM will be adjusted in the gearbox. So we have the different sets of gearbox here. So we can select the RPM as per our requirement or as per the machining condition. So this is the lever. So with the help of which we can select the RPM for our machine, and we can set the feed also. So this is the lever. We can engage the lever in respective slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to set the automatic feed, and this is the feed chart. Now in our case we are not going to use the automatic feed, we are going to use the manual feed only. Okay. This one is the lead screw of the lathe machine, and this one is the feed rod of the lathe machine. With the help of this we can give the automatic feed to the carriage, and this is used to start the machine and stop the machine. You can see here. If you turn it downward, it will start the machine, or if you turn it upward, it will start the machine. We'll have the clockwise and anti-clockwise motion. You can see for downward it will rotate in clockwise, or it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction like this. Okay. Now let's have a simple operation on the lathe machine. So this is the job which is mounted on the lathe machine, and with the help of this tool we are going to have the facing operation first and then the turning operation. Okay. Now first we will have the facing operation. For facing operation, the tool is moved to the center of the workpiece, and it is given some depth of cut. Okay, it is moved into the workpiece, and then for facing operation the tool is moved perpendicularly to the axis. You can see the cross feed. Okay, we are moving this hand wheel now. With the help of this we are doing the facing operation. So what is facing operation? Tool is given the feed perpendicular to the axis, and the length of workpiece is reduced in the facing operation. You can see. So there is a contact between tool and workpiece. Okay, and the material is removed. Okay. तुम्हाला टूल हे आतून बाहेर न्यायचं आहे, म्हणजे वर्कपीसच्या सेंटर पासून ते बाहेर न्यायचं आहे पेरिफेरीला. दॅट इज अ फेसिंग ऑपरेशन. Now let's see the turning operation. For turning operation, now the feed is given parallel to the axis like this. So for this, first depth of cut is given, and now we'll have the turning operation. For turning operation, the diameter of the workpiece is reduced and the length is feed is given parallel to the axis of the lathe machine. You can see here. This is the turning operation. Okay, now we will perform the taper turning operation now. We have seen the facing operation and turning operation. Now for taper turning operation, for this job, we will have the tapered. Okay, how to perform the taper turning operation? Before that, we have to find the angle of taper. Now let's see the calculation for the angle of taper first. You can see here how to calculate the angle of taper. So capital D is your large diameter, small d is the smaller diameter of the taper, and L is the length of the taper. Let's consider capital D as 50 mm, small d as 20 mm, and length of taper as 12 mm. So we can calculate the angle of taper as d minus d upon twice L. Okay, so 50 minus 20 upon 2 by 12. So this alpha, that is the angle of taper, will be equal to 1.25. Okay, so alpha will be equal to 1.25. Okay, now this alpha angle we have to set on the lathe machine to generate the taper on the workpiece. Now let's see. Okay, now this angle alpha is set here with the compound rays. You can see this is the tool post. So this tool post is swelled to the required angle. By losing this bolt, we can swell this tool post to the required degree. Now angle set here is 1.25 degree. Okay, so angle is already set. Now we'll see now how the taper is turned on the lathe machine. Okay, now this hand wheel is used for angular feed. Okay, so we have three hand wheels. So one is for longitudinal feed, another is for cross feed, and this third one is for angular feed. You can see now angle is set and we are giving the feed in angular way. Okay, now we are generating the tapered here. Every time you have to set the depth of cut. You can see now you are moving the tool with the help of this angular feed to generate the taper. So you can see here on the job, so this is your small diameter of the taper and this one is the large diameter of the taper. So here you have generated the small taper, okay, on the workpiece. So this is how we can have the taper turning operation, the facing operation and the turning operation on the lathe machine. Now let's see some of the jobs which are completed on the lathe machine, and with the help of this job we can have the idea. Okay, now let's see some of the jobs which are completed here on the lathe machine. Now this is the example of the facing operation and the center drilling operation. So center drilling operation is done with the help of the tailstock. So center drill is mounted in the tailstock center and you can perform here the center drilling operation. So what is facing here? It is the operation performed perpendicular to the axis like this. That is reduction in the length. Now turning. What is turning operation? Reduction in the diameter by giving the feed parallel to the axis of lathe machine. That is a plane turning operation. Step turning, you can see we can produce the different steps, okay, like this. So first diameter, second diameter, third diameter, so that is called as a step turning operation. So this is tapered. You can see here the clear taper. Smaller diameter is here, the larger diameter is here. So this one is your taper that is being generated, that is a external taper turning. Then collar turning. So we have the collar in the center. Okay, so that is called as a collar turning. Okay, then knurling. So we can perform the knurling operation also on the lathe machine. Now what is knurling operation? It is the diamond shaped pattern on the workpiece which is used to hold the workpiece or to grip the workpiece. So it is performed with a special tool that is called as a knurling tool. You can see the external thread cutting can also be done. The growing can also be done. So we can perform the wide variety of application on the lathe machine. Okay, we can see here this is the knurling tool. Okay, so you have to mount this tool, knurling tool here in the tool post, and we have the rollers. We can see the two rollers are there. So this roller will be rotated like this. This roller will be rotated against the workpiece. Okay, and it will generate the diamond shape pattern on the workpiece. Just we have seen here, just a moment before in the example. Okay, so this tool will be held in the tool post like this. Okay, and this roller, we can see the two rollers will be rotated, and whatever is the shape on the roller, so this shape will be generated on the workpiece. So this is called as a knurling operation. And this, what is the purpose of knurling operation? To get the grip on the workpiece and to get the good look on the workpiece. That is a knurling operation. Okay, so today we have seen the basic introduction of the lathe machine and then some of the important operations to be performed on the lathe machine. So this is the first practical you are having, and when you actually work on the lathe machine or when you actually handle the lathe machine, then you will come to know how to do the operations on the lathe machine. So this is very common machine you will see on the workshop for machining of the jobs. Thank you.